election was irrespective of our sin. He took a remnant out of the human race. He gave us to Christ. Christ received them. And I'm not saying Christ didn't know that we wouldn't fall. I'm not saying that. He knows all things. He didn't learn anything. He didn't go, oh, I wouldn't have took him if I'd known. But prior to the sin taking place in Adam or in us, he accepted us. And we're the little child that broke something in the store, and Jesus stands up and goes to the Father and says, I'll go and pay the price. He came to seek and to save his people. He came for us. He says, all that the Father has given me, I've lost none. And I'm not going to lose any. I'm here for them. Now, that's comforting because our sins weren't just pretended to be paid for. You know, it wasn't just a pretend justice. It was actual justice. And when Christ endured them, he paid for them in full. All the wrath, every ounce of it, the whole cup of God's wrath was poured out upon his Son. And Christ absorbed it all, leaving no wrath for us to endure. None. He took it all. And once it's poured out justly, you don't punish the same person twice for the same crime. That would be unjust. The wrath is fully appeased. I mean, it's fully poured out. Justice is fully served. That's a comforting thing, because this is where our doctrine of assurance is built on. Well, think about this. If there wasn't this penal substitutionary atonement, 1 billion years from now, we're all in heaven. You know, we're all in heaven. We're going, yay! And then the Father goes, wait a minute, y'all are guilty. And he gets mad again. He remembers what we've done and said, wait, I punished my son. That wasn't right. And you're here and you're heathen. You're guilty. It's like, you're still guilty. He'll never, and that's why he cannot remember them. I mean, his mind remembers because he doesn't forget anything, but he doesn't, his anger doesn't get kindled up again. It doesn't infuriate him anymore. And there's no way, if God is the one who justifies, who can condemn us? There's now no more condemnation, and there cannot be any more condemnation, ever. That's where our assurance is built upon, is this penal substitutionary atonement. You don't have it without election. And so that's a wonderful thing, that our debt is his debt. He legally become our sins, 1 Peter 2:24. Who his own self bore our sins in his own body on the tree, that we, being dead to sins, should live in righteousness. By his stripes we were healed. 1 Peter 3:18. For Christ also has once suffered for sin, the just for the unjust, that he might bring us to God. Galatians 3:13. Christ redeemed us from the curse of the law, having become a curse for us. The confession, 69 confession says, Christ by his obedience and death did fully discharge the debt of those who were justified, and did, by the sacrifice of himself in the blood of the cross, undergoing in their place the penalty due them, make a proper, real, full satisfaction to God's justice on their behalf.